Hey, hello everyone. This is Sachin here. How are you all? Hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So, shall we start our discussion?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. So let me. Okay. So basically today, I think based on the many of you suggested that you wanted to hear from you about my experience, so I thought of arranging this short session based on my experience with silver trading. Okay. Um, so, especially in silver, like I was observing approximately since a month or so. Okay, so like when, I mean, how I have started, maybe I'll just give you a brief about it. Uh, so I started, as I said earlier, as a fresher, 1.5 month back, along with you all with SMM, and then I tried couple of uh, you know trades with individual equities. But slowly I realized that okay, I may need to find out some particular stock with which I can spend some more time and then try to understand its movement. So finally, I landed up with silver and tried looking at its move. And then I found some move which which I started kind of understanding. But initial few times, rather than understanding, I misunderstood. And one of them is this biggest fall, I can say. Okay, so uh, by the way, is any one of you already trading in silver? I mean, can anyone confirm that if anyone is already trading in silver?
No, no, no. Actually, Srikanth this side. Actually, I tried once. I mean,
Ah,
start entry for 100 points in silver mining. I mean,
okay.
I haven't started silver. Actually, I'm seeing you are trading in silver from 2 3 weeks. But I'm doing just natural gas, sometimes crude only as of now.
Okay, okay.
I
Yeah,
need to actually, I mean, thinking to start complete analysis first.
right, right. Yeah, so even sometime I tried my hands with crude and natural gas. Natural gas maybe just once, and it on well negative initially for me, so I left it out. Then crude I tried couple of times, and all every time so far been positive for me. but mostly I landed up with the silver for a trading. I mean, investing, I have a different kind of analysis. I think if you remember, I asked one day some question about the fundamental analysis, and also which Rajesh denied that this, considering a wide, I mean, major audience, our time Rajesh team is mainly focusing on the trading, not on the fundamental analysis. But I'm doing my own fundamental analysis, so maybe if anybody interesting for the maybe purely investment part, how to look for the choose the equities and the scripts fundamental, we can have a separate session. So best today we will focus on silver. Okay, so this is the I mean silver chart. Okay, normally if you look at the daily one, it is I mean very hard to predict. Okay, anything, and because the price are in dollar, so even if anyone look at the silver chart in dollars, again it will be I mean very difficult to understand, like what to do. So I mean equivalent to INR kind of I mean what I start looking at I mean I look at the I mean overall higher picture. So if you look at this is how silver look like in daily chart, and a really bigger picture if you see, somewhere in 2011 silver was the at highest price, I think approximately $50, I think $50 per ounce. So whatever the price we see here, it is 1 ounce price, and 1 ounce is nothing but equivalent to 31.1 gram. I mean, if somebody wants to know precisely. Okay, so if you look at this one, so I mean the last one, the highest price was somewhere in 1980, around $50 per ounce, approximately, uh, and overall history. And then today it is the a kind of I can say third highest, which is somewhere in the month of when I think August or sometime we can able to see that. Yes, July, August, it was the highest one. Okay, so now we know. But at the moment we are here, okay, in this region, I mean, since last couple of months. So if you look at the daily chart also, it is, I mean, because we are not, they've been in the dollar, there might not be a very sharp one, a sharp move in terms of the $1, $2. It will be 0.00, $1, something like that. So for that view, we'll get in hourly. So hourly is mainly my tide. Okay, so when I build my view, I build my big picture view on hourly by keeping it tight. So I mean tide wave sometimes is confusing. So let us see that. Okay, very specific to silver. Look at the hourly chart to build your big picture or big view. Okay. So if you look at this blue line, okay. So blue line is the I mean last closing. I mean the this is international chart which is closed at around 2:30 in the morning India time. So as per the I mean this latest closing, this is the top. Here we are, and so first of all, if you look at this one, this red line, as per my analysis, it is at the major resistance, because when price is coming top from the down, and if you in the recent past, this is the highest point where the silver was there. Okay, so one thing could be there are just a two possibility. It will come here, and do maybe some struggle and break out. And the scenario could be it will do a false breakout and come back. And the third scenario could be without any breakout, it will simply come back. Okay, so there are the mostly three scenario, or overall it will be two scenario. Either it will break out, or it will act. I mean, it will reverse from here. Okay, there may be a fast breakout also, which is the intermediate scenario. Okay, so that is the overall big picture at this moment, right? So depending. Okay, so now I'm coming to the specific my trade what I was doing so far. Then I will come to the latest view. Okay, so up, so you might see a lot of zigzag line, but please bear with me. So it is the same chart. The it is the various because I was doing since last couple of weeks, so I have not removed it. But all the lines here, horizontal lines, is either acting as a support or resistance. So if you look at the historically, uh, each resistance or support line, either the price has touched and they came down or took a support and went up some way or other. So my latest trade was something somewhere around here. So if you look at the recent fall which is happened, if you are not observing since some time, so it will be little bit difficult to correlate. But if you want to trade really, start looking at the chart at least for a few days, and then you will understand better. But for quick understanding, I'll say this one is the latest fall happened on 6th of October, and from here the price has started moving up. Okay, so, so this is how I build a, big view in a hourly time frame, and then I will also have my second level view, which is in a 15 minute. Okay, so 15-minute view, it is again yes hourly and 15 minutes. So 15 minute again, this is the latest fall, and after that price is moving up again in the on the way of is upward direction. There are various fall also depending on the resistance. If you look at, this blue line is the first resistance major one, and this is this red line, and so on so forth. Right. So so what I started observing is now normally I am just keeping three indicators. Okay, so the first indicator I look at the RSI here. Okay, and the second indicator, I'm just making it very simple. Second indicator, I'm looking at the open interest. So because open interest we cannot able to see in international chart or even in the Indian chart in investing.com. So for that purpose, I fairly open one chart into my broker's account, and if you look at the broker's account, it will have the OI data, right? So this graph in the middle one, the red line, so this is representing the OI data.
So
Okay.
उसको support होना चाहिए trend line breakout.
Sorry, is there any question to me? Hello. Anyone is having any question? Okay. Let me continue then. Okay, as of now, I just muted just for avoid disturbance to others. So look at the OI data. One observation I made it. So every day in the morning when market starts up, the OI data starts somewhere on this line. Okay, in the OI data, if you look at the kind of a support line drawn here in the blue color. So this is the kind of a traditional line follows. So there are some open interest always about 9,000 odd unit. Uh, but beyond that, whatever is the OI going up and coming down. So in the morning, it is starting from here, and in the night before 11 or 11:30, it comes back to the same line where it has started. Okay, sometimes there are exceptions with people. So what I realized that is a one kind of a conclusion or conviction is most of the people are maybe intraday. They are starting and then they are closing their trade at the end of the day. Okay. So how I use that particular data, I will cover you in some time. Second indicator I keep is that is RSI. Okay. So RSI and open interest indicators. Even I'm not much. Giving a I mean, importance to Bollinger Band or any or even on the volume. I'm not looking at it. I'm primarily looking at these three. What the price action. If you want, you can use the Bollinger Band, maybe for your conviction, but mostly I'm not using it too much. Okay, so but later if it's making sense to you, I will just keep the Bollinger Band mm, as a third indicator as well. Okay, so so as you know that okay, there are I mean some information um, which are not present in the Indian market. So for example, if you look at the latest last day graph, and if you see that this much gap, so this gap is nothing but from the night 11:30 to morning 9 o'clock. So those many candles are not there in the Indian chart. So but by looking at this gap, we simply understand is okay. Yes, the price has moved up. Okay, and the similar way, if you look at the previous one, so from here, this gap, that means price has moved down in the international market. That is the region we are seeing here. This either a gap down or gap up. So always do whatever your analysis is in the international chart, and then take your actions on your based on the price at Indian chart. Okay, so that I think we all know about the when I mean trading with the commodities. I think Rajesh has already covered that part, so I'm not going much into that detail. Okay, so now how I build a story. Okay, so that part let us, I mean, cover in some time. So even with the Indian chart, I also keep two, I can say two version of it, or maybe even it is the same one. Uh, so I will keep one hour chart and other 15 minutes, and then depending on my need, I change 15 minutes to 5 minutes, or very rarely even 1 minute also. Okay, so this is the another view of uh, Indian chart. So how I start my, I mean, whenever I wanted to trade. So as I also mentioned, I'm a full-time working professional. So I normally work with two screens. One screen is the passive one where I just keep the charts open. Another main screen, I do my work and just keep the eyes how the price movement happening. Okay, so so if you look at the okay the 1 hour chart. Okay, so I'll just give the example of this latest one. So if you look at the latest one on the day of 20 when 6th of September, there was a kind of a big fall happen in the recent past. Okay, and after that prices is starting moving up. Okay, so and on this day, and this is the time 2:30. I mean, it's not the Indian time. This is the I mean, what I'm saying that okay, at this point of time, Indian market is closed, so we may not able to see this particular area, which is I will just mark it in, highlight it for your mm, understanding purpose. So basically, this area we may not able to see in India. Okay, not this one till this point 10:30. Yeah, from 9:30 we are can see the data in Indian chart. Okay, so so if I come at the Indian chart, so this is the time. This green candle, can you able to see that? Uh, this is the start of the my latest uh, day candle. Okay, so when I start looking at this one, so I'm just keeping these three things. So first thing that if you look at the like Y is here kind of on this blue line, that means okay that they started and people are I mean they started building their story. Building their story means somebody selling, somebody buy, but overall new trades are coming into the market, right? Uh, can you hear me all? Is that okay so far? Hello, anybody say yes, no? Hello, everyone. Can you able to hear me? Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry for that. Looks like there is some permission issue. Okay, I think now you should able to
Yes, we
unmute.
can hear you loud and clear, Sachin.
Okay, great. Thanks. Yeah. So yeah, what I was saying that okay, I was just giving an example of the based on the latest what happened. So if you look at this green candle, so this is where the day has started. So now there are one thing. So when any point of time, so I'm just starting from my day. Okay, on this day, when people started into the trade and I mean new OIRs building up. So that means new trades are happening, buying and selling both. That means I mean more and more people or more and more trades are coming into the market. At the same time, price is also going up and the RSI value is also going up. Okay. So mostly, so far I observed it, whenever this RSI is up, Y is up and price is up, that means the most likely, okay, the most, okay, maybe what we wanted to conclude is the price is going up or down. So if RSI is suppose somewhere below 60, below 60 could be anything. Okay, if it is below 40, that is great for us. So suppose if RSI is starting from below 60, okay, somewhere around 40, 50 or somewhere, okay, and then RSI is moving up, Y is moving up, then most likely what happened that price, silver price is also, I mean, used to go up. Okay. Sometimes we also see the intermediate fall in the lower time frame, just for, I mean, okay. So for example, if I move to the lower prime time frame, where is the other chart? Okay. So this is the 5 minute chart, right? So let us add RSI also in the 5 minute chart. Yeah. So basically, and this is the chart of 5 minutes. I mean, no need to go less than 5 minutes. I think 5 minute chart is uh, quite okay. Otherwise, below that, it will be too much of disturbance. So, for example, if you look at why it even your day has started, suppose you start observing from here. So, Y is more than 65. Most likely, it is already Y is already more than 60. So, I will suggest do not do anything because from 60 it may go up little bit, but even if it is here, you can still wait for I think some more time and let us things get settled down. So for maybe from morning 9, this is around 9 o'clock candle. If you look at the time, and 9 to 12, some more trades are. I mean, some RSI is coming down, but if you look at the trades, that means more and more people are coming into the trades. I mean, some view building is happening. Okay, so RSI it started from 60, it came down something your 56, okay, something, okay, and then again went to 60, again coming down. So here, if you look, if you observe the price movement is also, I think, along with the RSI, but it is not along with your like OI. So after waiting, I think midday or till second half, then after that you will know at least some trend what is happening. Okay, so if you just observe couple of hours, you will able to see, I mean, correlate. There's some correlation between RSI, OI, and the price action. So even the price action is nothing much happening. It's kind of a sideways. But after 12:15 or 12:30, if you see the OI is going up, OI is going up, the RSI is also going up. So till it is reaches here, And at this point of time, RSI value is around 66. OI is also good because we have started from this point OI, and here is kind of a good build up happening. Okay, and here is both are happening. Sorting and buying both are happening the same. That is why the OI is up. That means somebody is selling and somebody is buying. So still, that means overall new trades are coming in the picture. But after 12:30 or 1, if you see, so if you go even the lower time frame, uh, so there you might see kind of a slight fall or maybe still. So okay, the OI is not going. So somebody maybe on this red candle, somebody booked their profit and left up, and that is the reason if you say that there is a slight fall in the OI. Okay. Uh, So normally I wait till couple of hours or maybe at least till second half sometime, okay, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, something like that. So if you look at this, what is it? It is around 3:45, 3:45, 3:30, somewhere around that. So that point of time, there is a sudden fall in OI. Also, RSI went down below 60. That is around 55, 54, something like that. And there is a OI coming down. So one thing is that maybe whoever has kind of entered here or somewhere in between, they have booked their profit or maybe they have, I mean, somehow they have exited because of whatever their view is. And from here around 3:30, 3:45, people has I mean more and more people has started coming into the trade. So the price, so RSI is going up, the OI is also going up, and the price is also moving till this point of time. And but if you see here, so one thing could be if you wanted to I mean book your profit. If you have purchased here, you can sell it here and come out. Otherwise, just look. I mean, what is happening? Otherwise, you can wait. So why I will wait? I look at the OI. I mean, this OI data. So that means people are still building if they are not exiting from the trade. Okay, that gives me additional conviction that okay, a majority of people are still selling. Okay, they are not exiting. So that means most likely price is going to go up. So I join my hand with majority of the people that point of time. So if I don't see any fall in OI, mostly I remain in the trade. Okay. So if you look at, there is a slight fall after that, but still there is OI is still going up. Okay. So be with the majority of the mass, and I mean, if you have purchased here, okay, just wait along with OI and RSI. And RSI is again somewhere in around 60 is a kind of a sale. Okay. So if your OI and RSI both are supporting, you can be in the trade. Okay. So till what time? What happened that is under observation. After the US markets start, I mean not after, before. So US market start at 7 o'clock India time. So around what happened somewhere around 5:30 to 6:30. I mean in general, what I found is the OI data is the maximum. So that means that point of time, I mean, there are a majority of the people who has already entered from the first half till the evening. They are getting it. I mean, getting out of their trade. So either if they have purchased, they are selling it. If they have already sold, they are purchasing it. So somehow the OI data is coming down. Okay. So whenever OI data is coming down, so if your price action is already up and up, so one thing is that if you see any point of time, if there is a peak, sudden peak is happening. Okay, it is normally from this point to this point, it would be a mostly a very kind of a steady movement. I mean, price will move slowly. But whenever there is even a slight reversal or slight correction, the price move very fast and come back. So whenever this is observation, whenever the price is starting kind of a blinking, kind of a shooting, okay. So that point of time, there will be a slight correction. Okay. And depending on the OI, if each OI is just a slightly changing, then that means, I mean, there won't be any big correction. If you see that, okay, it started moving down in a sharp way, so that means lot of people coming out of the trade, and there may be a slightly bigger correction than expected. But here, if you look at this one, even there is this one. I mean, I don't have a live data, but whenever you see, whenever this kind of a inverted hammer or neutral candle made, I think it's a mostly inverted hammer or neutral, you can say. So when that kind of candle formation happen, when you look at this one in a live data, mostly it will suit that the green will go up and down couple of times, and then it will settle down here. Okay. So that point of time, whenever that slight move is happening, so normally what we think, okay, and even when I started looking, I also thought, okay, this is the price is going to go up very fast, because this green, this from this green to second green, I mean this neutral candle, this movement happened very fast, in a very sharp way. Okay, so here again, this is the one point. I mean, if you are waiting since morning, and then maybe somebody is entered here, if you want, you can book your profit and come out. Okay, or other thing, if you have little more patience, and there are not too much fall in AI, normally I stayed in the trade by looking at the OI data and also RSI. RSI is again, it is touching 76. Okay, so whenever the RSI goes above 70, above 70 any value, right? Sometime 65 or mostly 70 plus 70, 76 or 80. So most likely it is going to be a slight fall. Okay. So whenever is okay. So what is one lesson I learn is, whenever the RSI is here, so that is why I'm stressing RSI too much. So let us, have these three: price action, RSI, and OI in the call. So you can decide, okay, you wanted to get out of the trade here at this point of time, or you wanted to stay. And if you wanted to stay, then look at the like OI. OI will, if it's not a sudden fall, it will give you more confidence. Be there. So again, if you look at, so after the second, this is the, at what time? This is around 7:15, sometime 8:45, and this is 7. Yeah, 7. So after 7, there will be a slight different kind of movement, because this point of time, the US customers also came into the market, and there might be possibility that a behavior you see before 7 o'clock, it may change after 7 o'clock, and I can show you also. Okay. So if I mark it, this red line, I'm just showing one example how these chains getting reflected. So this is around 8 o'clock. Okay. So if you see before 8 o'clock, uh, let us have this is 7:15 and this is 7. Okay. So look at the charts. Okay. If you see, this is from the morning 9 o'clock until evening. Can you able to see this? This one is a kind of ball shape formation of the candle. So price is from high coming little down and down. It's kind of a sideways and going up. So it's a, overall the pattern formation is the kind of a ball shape. Overall the price is going up, but in the ball shape. Okay, there is a convex which is facing down. But after 7 o'clock, so this is 7 o'clock vertical line. After 7 o'clock, the the other customer, US customer, I think came in the picture, and they are dominating the market. So even the price is going up, but if you see the formation of the candle, it is an inverted ball shape is happening. Exactly the opposite. Can you able to see that this formation of the candle in the inverted, kind of a
Convex pattern.
correct convex pattern, and before that it is a concave pattern.
Yeah.
Right. So that is there. There might be a change. So this is one of the observation. Okay, but From here, I mean, OI data, if you see naturally, kind of it will, I mean, this is the natural. So after 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, this is the natural OI data coming down in your, I mean, this Indian chart, basically. Okay. So, uh, yes, this point of time. Right. So even also because there is a natural OI data fall is happening, but even this reading is the same. I mean, only the pattern got changed, but with, again, the price is moving up, RSI is also going up, but OI is also going up. At till what time? In this example, 9:19, around 8 o'clock or something. So 8 o'clock mostly is the peak. Here you can say where is the peak? Approximately same. 7 to 8 o'clock is the peak OI. But again, this OI build up and OI, I mean, going down is a kind of a steady move. It's not a sudden fall is happening. But still there is a correlation between the OI, RSI and the price move. So if you look at here also like 8 o'clock, the price 8 o'clock or yeah, 7:45 to 8 o'clock, the OI is highest, RSI is also kind of a touching 78. Okay. And the if you see the formation of the candle, so look at very carefully at the candle formation. Okay. From where when the price starts, this this is a 5 minute chart. So first 5 minute chart is the biggest biggest length of the candle, largest candle. Then it is a little bit lower than the previous one, and then again lower than the previous one, and this become a neutral candle. So this is the reading of the candle. So if the candle formation is the height of the candle, main body is decreasing, that means the speed, the momentum of the price move is coming down. And once it come up after 3 or 4 candles, and whenever you will see the shooting candle here, that means most likely it is going to be correction. Another conviction, if you look at, it will give you it will given by the OI data. So at this point of time, if you look at not OI, the RSI is approximately 80. RSI is 80. If you look at the OI is coming down. That means people are booking the profit, and just join your hand with the people, mass population. Some population are booking their profit. If you want, you can also book your profit. But again, there is not a slight, I mean, very heavy fall. Slight fall is happening. Definitely, I mean, somebody who is waiting since morning, they want to book the profit and come out the trade. That is okay. So you can decide if you wanted to come out of the trade here, you can also do that. Okay, so that means what I'm trying to say is expect a fall after the kind of a candle formation is becoming smaller, a doji kind of a candle, a neutral candle, and RSI is at around 80. So if these three kind of things are matching together, you can make your decision accordingly. Okay. And same, if whatever so far I explained, so everything is getting repeated, I mean, time and again. So there is a price up, correction, price up, and correction. Okay. So second thing is how I decide my exits. So one is the based on the price move. So price movement I observe, but in between what I also observe is in international chart. Okay, so after building a bigger view, I keep on looking at hourly data. Okay, so if you look at the hourly data and mark your support and resistances, so whenever you can see this red candle with any candle with a higher wick, that is nothing but those neutral candle formation along with their couple of candles. So basically this particular set of 5 to 10 candles is represented by one candle in the hourly international chart. In, okay, now this one and this one basically. Okay, so even in the international chart also you can maybe go to the 15 minute or equivalent to your Indian chart, that is a 5 minute to, okay, to mark your support and resistances, and based on that you can also able to that will give anyway I mean strong conviction that because here is already a major resistance, there can be a possible correction. Okay, so normally what I do, suppose in the international chart, let us take an example. Suppose I am somewhere here, or let us take example of here. Okay, and I have already marked the major support and resistances depending on the previous data, the previous highs and lows that we all already learned. So normally when I see here, okay, and equivalent to my Indian chart. So at that point of time, maybe Indian chart may look like something this, right? Where the price is going nearly. So whenever, even because in Indian chart, you may not find all the supports and resistances. So normally I mark those highs and low on the fly. So basically, depending on the price, the price is moving up, and in the international chart, I can say that okay, in the international chart is also not this one, the 5 minute. Okay, I am in the 5 minute chart of international, and price is somewhere coming near to this this line. So on the approximation one, I mean approximate value, I will also mark, add a line here. Okay, and then I'll like, because my price in the current Indian market chart, it is going to touch this point, then I should be ready for I mean kind of a small correction. So if I need to exit, suppose nearby price, sometime I keep a little bit of pessimistic target. So I just keep my order in advance, because what happens at that point of time, the price touches just for a second and comes back. So suppose if you're not able to miss, I mean if you're not able to book your profit here, again you need to wait, your price should come down here, and again in it price should go up here. Okay, I mean you can wait, we can definitely wait here, but what happens that okay, whenever price keeps on moving, normally our mind doesn't allow us to get into, because it says that okay, the price is going up, why I should enter. But again, so if you have not missed, I mean if you have missed booking a profit here, and there is a not deeper fall in OI. So if you look at here, after this price is moving up, sorry, price moved up, there is a slight fall. But again, when the price is kind of moving down from this point to this point, still you can see that okay, new trades are coming into the picture. That means new selling is happening, and basically the short selling is happening. That means people are still having some bullish view. Okay, and RSI is also high. Okay, so that means, I mean, we can still expect a sudden correction any point of time, but you can be, I mean, this OI data will give a little bit conviction that okay, most of the people are still bullish. They are selling. They are taking a new position, and then let us join hands with them. If you want, you can also maybe have some more position, or maybe if you are already exhausted with your fund, just wait for some more time. It may take maybe couple of, so it is a 5 minutes, so around 30-40 minutes to again to come back higher. So maybe next time be little pessimistic while putting the targets. So wait for your price to move up somewhere here, and again put your I mean resistances in the Indian chart based on the international chart standard, and then depending on the price level. So suppose in international chart, what you can see, I mean somewhere the price, I mean okay, the best thing I can also keep in the auto mode, and the international charts again auto mode. So in that case, you will able to guess kind of okay, how far away your price move is there with the resistance, and based on that, by looking at this value, for example, if my chart says that okay, 63,100 for example, so I will not keep my order at 63,000. I will keep my order at maybe 63,050, or maybe sometime 59,950, so that I mean, I can easily, the price can come and I can relax way, I can book my profit. Otherwise, if you, it will touch in a second and come back, and here you may say that, okay, why I have, I mean, you may unnecessarily curse yourself that, okay, I could have booked my profit. Right. So, and if you look at the last towards the closing of the market, so what is happening? The price is coming down. I mean, not price. Why even the price is moving up? Why is coming down? Okay. So, what is happening? I will tell you towards the end of the market. So, approximately 10:30 to 11. Okay, most of the people who are in the trade, and mostly they are in the intraday trade. So if they have, suppose if they have sorted, or they have built their position, maybe they have government long, they wanted to square up their position. So that is a region towards the end of the Indian market, that is 11 10:30 to 11. Most of the, I mean, you will see the sudden fall, and then from 10:30, sorry, 11 to 11:30, there is another sudden fall in the OI. So that point of time, maybe you cannot really predict the correlation between OI, RSI, and the price. So there is I mean, there is a uncertain. But most of the time, what is happening, if the price is going up and Y is coming down, that means you sometimes just toward the closing of the market, you will see that the price is going down. So what is happening, that whoever has, you know purchased at this level or even previous level, they wanted to book their profit, and they wanted to sell it. And when there is a competition in sale, you wanted to sell lower than somebody else, and you wanted to square up their position. So in that competition, the price sometime comes down. Okay. So so the other part is, even suppose if you want to take a position also for next day, you can take the position. Okay. uh, um, but I mean, that conviction should only come if it is, if the price has been recently fell down. I mean, maybe suppose yesterday price fall has happened, and it's still a, the price is going up, then maybe you can take a kind of a risk to build your position. Otherwise, maybe that point of time, if you are just trading it intraday, leave it that. If you, but because of something, suppose you are not, and if you are a positional, and if you want to stay in the trade, because of the, just by looking at the price fall, you can be still in the trade, and next day you can, maybe after 1 hour or 2 hour, you can be still exit. Otherwise, if you are intraday, my suggestion is square off your position somewhere between 10:30 to 11, not beyond that. Because beyond that, there will be competition, and you may able to lose some of your profit. Okay. So yeah, so that was the, I mean, that was the kind of a setup, a simple setup working for me, by looking at the resistances and support in the international market, and marking the similar support and resistance in the Indian chart, and Indian chart, or like keeping this RSI value OI and the price move reading together. Okay, nothing, I mean, nothing so much of concept together. I'm just keeping it a core concept together. Okay. So yeah, is there any other question from anyone? Then we can discuss. Yes, I think Mr. MKG, I can see. You have some,
MTK Gopal Krishna, is it?
I can see someone, MKG has raised hand.
Sachin?
Yes,
Sachin?
yes, sir, your voice is little bit feeble. Yes, tell me, I can hear you well.
Okay. Okay, this regarding this one, this boy data is applicable to our Indian futures also, na?
Yes,
Indian F&O, like Axis Bank or any other F&O. We have to, it is useful in our trades also, na? Futures.
yes, 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 it can be useful, but see, why data especially I'm emphasizing is because especially in the silver, there I found there is some correlation between the price move Y and the RSI. Maybe any other futures, for example, equity or bank nifty, Y will be still valid, but the same kind of behavior we may not able to see between OI, RSI, and price move. It might be different. So, I mean, personally, I don't have any observation to share with you, but definitely there should be some correlation.
Is there any need of HV, high volatility? Is there any need of that indicator or not? HV, high volatility indicator.
That indicator is there, but for trading in silver, I am not using any other thing. Whatever I am using, I have already shown you here. Okay. So yeah. So if there is no any other, I mean, is there any other question from anyone we can discuss? Otherwise, uh,
Sachin, actually, just in here in silver, this OI is building, and is it for worldwide or only India MCX market OI? I
no,
mean, you just
but I think this data is coming from only MCX. So this is only Indian data.
okay. So I mean, we are not seeing when US market is opened, it is not. I mean,
Yes, yes.
even though we can, I mean, do this kind of analysis on Indian market, right? Okay.
Right. So okay. So keeping international customer also, I am experimenting some more things. So I have not yet experiment. I mean, kind of any concluded. So maybe it may take couple of days or maybe few weeks to conclude that one. Because to form a certain pattern, maybe just for one or two observation, I cannot say that okay, this is working. So whatever working beautifully is OI data, RSI, and the price move definitely from mornings 9 to evening 7, 8 o'clock. Okay,
Sure, sure, sure.
where there is not of the US customers into the trade. Okay, so uh, so maybe,
Okay.
I mean, if you wanted to take a position, I will suggest take a position maybe after 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then 7 o'clock try to square up, and after that do the observation how things are happening. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
when I will able to kind of arrive some conclusion from my end, I will definitely share with you all.
Sure, sure. Yeah, thank you, Sachin. Actually, I mean, Suma, someone is asking, is are others are able to unmute?
I
I
think
don't.
I have unmuted I mean, anyone can unmute now.
Yes, I mean, Suma messaged you muted all something. So can you I mean try to unmute herself once?
Hello.
Yes, I think
Yeah, till now I could not unmute myself.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, I think now
Uh,
everyone can unmute.
Sachin ji, how did you take the lots? I wanted to know that you took a lump sum lots from the starting and till the end, or you added or something like that.
No, I did add it. I mean, a couple of times. So for example, by looking at the, I mean, Y data, so because in it, so if it is suppose coming here this point of time, there is a slight fall, okay, and after that, if there might be possibility Y will come down like this here, okay, it might be possible, or maybe it take a bigger one and they're coming down. So whenever, if after a small fall, okay, if I see that okay, people are building their position, I mean, if there is Y up, in that point of time, I will add few more lots. Okay, but I will have this consideration of the RSI value also. If RSI no, must be below 60, lower, okay, lower RSI, lower RSI to higher RSI, then Y is up and price is up. That is the strongest conviction that price is going to go down. Second thing is that if the RSI is already high, high means above say 70 or somewhere. If If RSI is even above 70, and suppose price is going kind of going down, or kind of neutral candle forming happening after the top, and after RSI is after sharp fall, after sudden little sharp fall, it is going up, then I will also, you know, if suppose if I want to do the short selling at that point of time, I do the short selling. Why? Because for that point, if your RSI value is, I mean, already high, and the OI is coming down, after coming down, and then people are building the position, that means people are taking the short position. Okay, so for some time, price is going to go down, and but that will be a kind of your swing trend. So after that, if price is going to go, I mean, if the main trend is again upward, then you need to exit directly here somewhere when your RSI value is coming, I mean, closer to 60 or below 60. Okay.
I mean, Suma is asking again. If you want to, you to unmute.
Sorry. No, I am not with everyone. 1 second. Can
Yeah.
can you all unmute yourself? Yeah. So Suma, did I
You
able
mean,
to answer the question?
yeah. You mean to say you all bought in the dips again, added your lots in the dips? You mean, no? You mean that, right?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But one, I mean, if suppose if no one from you so far has traded silver so far, again, my serious request is just please wait for next 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, because as per my experimental analysis, I am expecting a sharp fall again. So it may not be
Okay.
too much big. Suppose
Okay.
as of now, the price is already around
Hi.
$25.30 in international market. Okay. So my okay, again, I am not concluding my study, but be cautious. And or if suppose if the price fall will happen, it will fall like, can able to see this candle?
Yeah.
Okay, I will show in 15-minute chart. It will be much clearer. Okay. See, the most of the candles are red,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hourly candle definitely
Yeah.
100. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
now I am expecting this kind of fireworks.
Okay.
So
Now, how
what?
can you say that, and what
Uh,
is
no,
making
so
you say that?
no, Sumatra, so that's the reason I can say, I'm saying that my experiment is again halfway through. So because of that
Okay.
one, I'm not making, I'm just giving you the warning, caution to all. So best
Okay.
either, I mean, just observe for at least
Mm.
for Monday and Tuesday, or even if
Mm.
you wanted to do something, just
Mm.
be ready when this kind of things started happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as when it will start, it will
Mm.
not. Okay, so for example, last fall started at 5:30 at the evening, and it
Mm-hmm.
continued till what time? 1:30 in
1:30 in the
correct.
morning.
So suppose whenever it happens, the best thing you can do the short selling, and
Mm.
wait till maximum 11 and square of their position, and then just don't. I mean, okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
right. So I'm building, because I said, okay, the bigger, I mean, after my this experimentation will be done, then I will able to share with more conviction. At this point of time, I can only give you the kind of a
Short
co-
form. So.
correct cautionary warning that okay, just be
Okay.
cautious. What I
Okay.
can say simply, or other, simple word I can say, don't go long
Okay.
this point of time.
Yeah.
If you want,
So
be ready
now,
for short selling.
Okay. How? Why you drawn so many lines? For every for every spike you have drawn one line.
Yeah,
For every spike, yeah. For every spike,
right. So,
yeah. For every fall you have drawn a support, and for every rise you have drawn a resistance.
correct. So that is basically the part of my experiment. So whenever anybody is doing the experiment, they have all the messy rooms, right? So this is the messy room of the experimentation. So after it will
Okay.
be concluded, then I can able to show the clean part, because
Mm.
a lot of things I need to exclude when my experimentation will complete. So, but as of now, I wanted to show the only this particular part.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, pleasure. So there are two things. It's a silver micro and silver mini. There's a two types. So I think
Mhm.
silver mini has the smaller value. I think one lot is around 13,13,13,000,
30,000. Yeah. Yeah.
and the mini is I think 65 or 69. So mini is the five times of the micro. So even wanted to experiment, I mean, do something you can do with maybe mini.
Micro. Like mini
Sorry,
also.
micro, right? But your international chart is the same, silver future
Okay.
CFD.
Mhm.
Okay, and
Mhm.
again saying mark all your support and resistances. The major one. I'm saying the at least the hourly one in your international chart. But
You
normally
mean to?
just yeah. And again,
You
if you
mean to
are
say
yes, yes.
trading is better only in the intraday, but not to carry over for the next day?
Uh, Okay, so if you ask me, mostly I never purchase in intraday. I always purchase at the kind of overnight.
Okay.
But I think, but initially, I mean, I'm not suggesting
Mm.
because of I mean, there is a big risk also.
Mm.
Yeah. The other thing is, I mean, just be kind of unless until you are not prepared, mentally prepared to see some time for the big red also, then don't enter. Or if you are entering, I think be mentally prepared with sometime big red also.
Mm.
But at least, as I said, for next 2 3 days, don't go long.
Okay.
Maximum observe if any suppose in hourly chart, in hourly candle. Okay, if you see the complete hourly candle is this kind of a red, or even in the
Mm.
15 minutes,
Yeah, more of red candles.
more of a red candle, then you can, I mean, remember my this word that this could be a big one of the little bigger correction. And when the
Mm.
correction will start, it will remain for couple of hours.
Okay.
And within that correction, there will be again some combination of red candle to green candle, but red candle length will be sharper or higher than the green one. If you can see this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So if interested, I think the chances all I mean will come. Just observe Monday, Tuesday. So I'm not guarantee. I'm just sharing my half of the experiment with you. So based on that, I'm just giving you the caution.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then. All I hope all good. Or anybody else have some questions? Okay. Why
No,
there is issue
Ashish
with?
want to. You wanted to unmute
Okay.
Ashish.
Correct. I'm unmuting everyone, but looks like there is some issue with unmute. Ash, Ashish.
Yeah, Sachin, I think it is a great strategy. So I just had a question. We have to basically ignore the trend lines for this.
No, when I said angular method line.
Okay, we have to keep in mind the support and resistances also.
See how many support resistances I have done.
Okay. And for the OI data, for example, if the RSI is somewhere between 60 and 40, that time we should ignore the trading, na?
Yes, I mean this is not the right time to enter. So wait, I mean suppose even in the intraday basis, okay. So I'm keeping suppose it's 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes mostly we cannot expect that. Okay, in between it will always go from 60 to 40 to come up or down. Only thing is that even your RSI is having some trend. Okay, so look at this. I'm looking at the last day data. I mean, okay, RSI has been always between when from 67, it came down to minimum 53, 54, and
53.
always
Mm-hmm.
being the upper side, right? But
Yeah,
does
yeah.
it mean that the price has not moved up? See, price has already moved up.
Okay, okay.
So RSI is the caution, most cautious is when it is going to be above 60. Then become,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, be little cautious. Above 60 means they expect a small correction. And whenever it is touching 75, 78, 80, 100% correction, I mean, okay, 100% I'm avoiding, but
Okay.
most likely correction will happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. And where was your entry in this setup?
And entry means
Entry point, the buying point, the where did you entered in this
oh,
trade?
correct. So what I did, see, from morning till here, I observed. Okay. So if you look at
Okay,
here, for my around 3:30, 4 o'clock, I have observed. I mean, I have not entered.
okay,
So my thing is
okay.
from here,
Yeah,
if you look at this 3:30 candle,
yeah,
what is happening in this 3:30 candle, the RSI is the lowest of the day.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Can you see that? And
yeah,
the OI, if not the highest, but from morning it is a kind of a highest.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. And after this candle, there is a slight fall in the OI. What it means that
Yes,
okay,
yes, yes.
whoever is start with the from here to here, if you look at this particular red, this fall,
Mm-hmm.
even the price is falling, but OI is going up.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can know that what is
Okay.
happening. People are building the position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Y is going up, that means people are building the position. And when there is a slight correction, whenever there is a, I mean, this blink is happening, then smart people are kind of, they know, like you and me now, little bit
Mm-hmm.
knowing, and also knowing little bit, that okay, there may be some correction. So what they will do, they will square up their position here. If they have started here, they will square up their position, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe from here they will go long.
They will buy.
And after that, if you see
Okay,
that
okay,
price is moving up, RSI is also moving up. Okay.
okay, okay.
So just for my experiment, my last day, what I have done around 7 entry and exit. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just experimenting this one. I was trying to capture
Mm-hmm.
all the tops and so I have even
Mm-hmm.
I have not entered. I have I think try I have started starting from here. I have captured
Okay.
here, short sell here. I mean, did the short selling square up here, build two more new position, went here also. When the shooting starts, I mean shootings happen. I sold it here. I sold it and sold it again. I mean the minus short selling. Okay.
Okay.
So till 3, 4 times I was able to do that experiment. So it took a couple of hours for me, but after that I exhausted. So it gave me little bit confidence. Okay, so far whatever the because see I need to keep an eye on the RSI, OI price move plus the support and resistance in this market. So it is a really exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was just doing
Mm-hmm.
the experiment and it was kind of working for me, so that is the reason. I mean, whatever other thing I can say, whatever I have made the profit, suppose 1 lakh plus, I think because of lot of exit and entries, I think around 10 to 12,000 is my brokerage win
Mm-hmm.
because the amount is also
Okay,
huge.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically, this OI data is of future. We cannot have the put or the call OI data in silver. So,
I never tried
so
so far on this that data.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We do not have the call and put data na for this.
Should be having
So,
it. You
so
can try. I mean, I have not checked, frankly saying. But if
okay,
see
okay.
if the put and call are there, why should be there?
Yeah, there will be OI. So,
Correct.
so basically, at this point, at the initial day point, at 9 a.m. candle,
Mm-hmm.
uh, how like the RSI was okay, more than 60. So, because the silver is in a sort of a downtrend from, if we see initially, it has given a big fall in the end of September.
Right.
So, going here bullish with the like, I would be a little like very cautious because going bullish.
So I think while I was answering to Suma, I think I have warned couple of times. Okay, now, especially since Friday, I think I have also posted my little analysis in the group as well. That okay, I am expecting my analysis. As per my analysis, I'm expecting a fall.
Mm-hmm.
So do not go bullish. Wait, and maximum you can do, or the best you can do is, if the fall is started happening, you can do the short selling.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Sachin. Thank you. I'll also like to trade as per this strategy. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, but I think maybe 1 or 2 days. I think, or
Yeah,
at least you
yeah.
think observe, and if it is fitting with your, if you are
Mm-hmm.
convinced, and then do it, because if the loss will happen, it
Definitely.
will be a big one. Yeah,
Yeah. Silver I have been doing from the past 2-3 years, and silver is like very, an initial trader should not do silver, but if an experienced one, because there are very wild moves. Like you will just don't know like what has happened, and sudden dumping. Like Avdut sir also mentioned in the last YouTube live session that
yeah,
there is sudden dumping in international gold and silver. You will see like some red candles, 4 5 big red candles
correct,
or green
correct.
candles, and
Yeah,
that time our SL should be in the system.
correct. So
Otherwise,
yeah,
big loss. Yeah.
so far okay, I can tell you one thing. I mean, I'm just sharing with you all, not telling basically. So far I can say, since last 3 4 weeks, I am dating 24/7 with silver. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a, as I said, there is a, I mean, bigger experiment I will doing. So if that works for me, then maybe next week or next to next week, whenever it's complete, then I will share with a greater, bigger conviction. So far I'm on a
Mm-hmm.
midway, and so far is that it is
Mm-hmm.
going as per my conviction. And I'm not only looking, I'm looking at the data, I mean, from little bit history, I mean, historical data. Historical means from the, at least from the March, from where you can see the, wherever there are some big fluctuations happening, wherever that volatility is
Mm-hmm.
very high. So from there I am
Mm-hmm.
observing a specific
Okay.
some trend.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so trend means at least it should be happen 10, 15, 20 times. Then we can say that is the max. I mean, minimum is minimum, as per the statistical analysis, because my background is the statistical analysis and mathematics of this. Okay, so at least
Mm-hmm.
21 data points should be there. So far I have, I mean, I have not able to analyze all that because it's taking a lot of time. And again, being a full-time worker, morning, evening, morning to 7 or 8 o'clock I'll do,
Mm-hmm.
and then sometimes class are there. So depending on the time I'm doing the analysis. So it, whenever
Mm-hmm.
that analysis will conclude, I will love to share with you all.
Yeah. Definitely looking forward for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Udeep, I think having some question. Yes, Udeep,
Yes. Can you go to 30 September chart in your Zerodha?
30 September chart.
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes only. 30 September means when the big fall happened, that one.
Yes, you shared your trade. The three white soldiers you shorted there after the breakout.
This one,
No, 30
30,
September.
1 second. Let me go hourly and then
This you brought that flag.
this
Resistance length breakout. Resistance length breakout. Blue line.
blue line.
Trend line. Trend line here.
Oh, this one.
Yes. You shorted that green candle. You shared the trade with us.
Okay, correct.
Yes.
See, there, what happened? Even that day, I have done a mistake also. So basically, okay, that is other thing. See, whenever there is a sometime what's happened in silver, I have observed there is a very sudden move in the positive side happening. Okay,
Okay.
so I think in that day, there was a move was happening, and then I entered based on the support. Okay, and it went here, and then I exited my position. And
No.
after
If you got in 5 minutes, you exited here.
one
I'll
second,
show you.
yeah. Uh, very request 30. This is 8th October. You are asking for 30th of, right?
Yes.
Mm, ah, 5 October. 1st October.
30
Okay.
September.
Okay. I will tell you what happened. I mean, scenario is the same. I mean, theory is the same, but only the date is the difference. Correct. This one, the place, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what happened? See, the price was, I was observing, price was coming down, and when it took a support, and there is a sudden fall happened. So whenever this sudden fall happened, and after, and it was a major resistance here. So I went long here, right? So from this bottom till here, okay, so there was a slight slow move, and I think I missed the, I mean, I have not plotted any resistance here. So because of, I mean, it was slight move, and then I was again doing the experiment only that one, that day also, okay. So when it's a slight move, it came here, I went long here and I exited. But after that, price went up very, I mean, 5 minutes here, and after 5 minutes here, and then it is shooting here. So from this second candle, when it is shooting up, and after the first I observed, when the again second shooting started, there I have done the short selling here, short selling here, and short selling here.
Okay, you saw the upper wick and you short set.
Upper wick means it is like, I mean, the price is moving really fast, up, I mean, up, down happening. See, whenever there is a, I mean, sudden move are happening, what is happening? I mean, see, exchange servers are also having some limit to process, right? So even a lot of, in the same thing, when you see in the live market, it is like a blink, up, down keeps on happening. Okay, so when I observe this sudden one, because it is coming very slowly, and okay, I was not expecting this one. It was unusual. Whenever normally, I mean, I was seeing the unusual, then along with the unusual, I'm also doing the unusual. I mean, I also did the unusual basically. So I did start selling here, this candle, and that candle, and when it was coming down, okay, I think I exited somewhere here. But the problem is, see, what is happening that after this, see, here it took a break, and then it is keep on coming down. I will tell you what the mistake I've done. I misunderstood this candle as a big correction. Okay, and I have again did the short selling here once more, and there it didn't work for me. Right. So yeah, so I mean, and that when I was doing the experiment, somehow I didn't counted the OI that day. So after that, I included the OI, open interest, and RSI value together, and then what I mean, including in my all my trades, support, resistances, price action, along with OI and RSI compulsory. Yeah,
Thank you for sharing.
yeah, pleasure. Uh, Yeah, anybody else having anything share or anything ask?
Um, fine with thanks for your
They are
sharing.
asking you to unmute them.
Okay, I think I have one. What is happening? 1 second. Allow participants to unmute themselves. Okay, yes, I think I have unmuted everyone. Can you able to
Yeah.
unmute?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Sachin, I have one thing to share here. Some like, did you did some any fundamental analysis? Like, do you do any fundamental analysis for silver?
See, fundamental analysis is fundamental. Okay, normally, do we do? I mean, what we understand about fundamental analysis?
Yeah.
No, no. What is your understanding
See,
about fundamental?
fundamental is basically checking the overall market scenario. Like what is happening, like what is this demand and supply in the market, and basically we have a lot of data, very like too much data. Like one thing is OI.
Okay, no, no. So see, anything, any analysis which we can able to do based on the chart pattern, indicator, price action, etc., These these are not the fundamental. Fundamental analysis
Yes.
is the Okay, I will share my understanding. Suppose I work for the company Infosys. Okay, Infosys, I know who are the 8 founders, what is their vision, how many customers they have, what is their future vision, how many new companies they have acquired, what is their balance sheet, what is the new technology they are using. Okay, how many new contracts they are getting a year on year. Those are the fundamental analysis for the equity
Yeah.
market. Now
Mm-hmm.
coming to the silver and the metals. For silver and metal, the same way fundamental analysis may not work. Okay, then you need to look at the suppose the silver. Okay, we need to understand where all the silver being used. So, I mean, what is your understanding where our silver has been used, or anybody about the, I mean, where silver are used? What is the main consumption of the silver? Anybody want to share something?
Basically, this is a precious metal. So in India, it is bought at, as we can see in many, like all the
I
outlets
mean,
which we have. So,
correct. So mostly we know that okay, it is Diwali is coming, so we buy silver or gold. We
mhm.
gift something silver ornament, but that is not the main use of silver. The main use of silver is industrial. The mobile phone you use, the chip it is having the silver PCB design. The solar panel, the connections are made of silver design. The very good quality sockets at the very good hotels,
Mhm.
buildings, malls. Within the
Mhm.
power socket silver, the internal connections, I mean, are they made of the silver? Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the computers, laptop chips, motherboards, all these are
Yes,
made of the
yes,
silver.
yes.
One recent example is I think Indian company, Adani. Adani has he need to build
Adani Green.
Adani
Yeah,
Green till by
yeah, yeah. I bought that. Yeah,
2025, he need to build the world biggest solar plant.
big solar.
Okay,
Yeah, he has got the biggest contract. Yes, yes,
correct.
yes.
Where silver is going to use very used way.
Exhaustively. Yes,
Correct.
yes, yes, yes.
But there is a other way because you have asked a very big question. Other way is people are looking at the alternate options of silver because a big quantity silver is being used is still being a very costly. And if you go for the any even the solar panels are if you will find maybe for example 10,000 also 20,000 also 10,000 or 8,000 silver solar panel their efficiency is just 7%. If it is a solar panel which is having efficiency of more than 18% to 22%, their cost is double than the normal solar panel and they are using silver. Okay, so these are
Okay,
the
okay.
fundamental analysis from the silver perspective. But yeah, that is why I said fundamental because when anybody is looking for a long-term investment, so silver is I mean metals are not the very good. I mean in terms of the I mean from the purchasing a share because maximum I think you can buy for the 8 months. So for this point of time, if you wanted to buy silver, maximum you can buy future of August 2021, not beyond that.
Yeah, yeah. But we can buy ETFs also. We have ETFs, exchange trading funds.
ETF you can bought. Other thing you can bought is online equivalent. You can lock the silver because I mean, I have stayed couple of year in Australia, so I have in the fall I have purchased some quantity of silver and gold online in Australia.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I wanted to share a small thing here. That when this big fall happened, the big fall, the recent big fall, if we check the DXY data, the DXY, which is the dollar index. So basically, I did my complete analysis. What I did is like in Zerodha, we also have an option of here upside compare
Mhm.
near the candles. So basically, I compared both the DXY and the silver data. So whenever there was a big fall in silver, there was a big rise in DXY data. DXY is the dollar index, and that thing happened before the fall in silver. Before the big fall in silver, there was a very big rise in dollar index. So I thought that time we need to be cautious. But I got to know about this DXY index later, because when I saw the news on investing, there was mentioned that the huge rise in DXY data has caused the silver and gold to fall.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, basically I'm researching this more, and now when every time I'm trading, I've like opened the DXY data in one of the tabs.
Right. So even suppose if you don't open DXY data, okay, the simple thing. What what I, okay, not a conclusion, but it's a kind of, sometime I feel that there are somebody who is having the kind of an international group. Okay, so what they are doing is either they are connected to each other, or it may be momentary, but most of the time I think they are, I mean, a foreign investor having the, some collaboration with the Indian people, maybe like some companies who are doing the
Mm-hmm.
trading together. If you look at the simple OI data at the time of
Mm-hmm.
biggest fall, this is the biggest fall
Mm-hmm.
candle, right? Look at
Mm-hmm.
this fall from here to here. Can you
Yeah,
able to see
yeah.
that?
The
And
fall,
look,
the fall was in making. Yeah.
correct. And look at the OI data,
Mm.
the
Yeah,
highest,
it is.
highest in the history.
Nice.
So in the falling market, how they know? Because at that time we
Mm-hmm.
were the highest, and there was nothing
Mm-hmm.
like that. So either
Yeah,
somebody having the planted this one already, and they
yeah,
have
yeah,
done the
yeah.
biggest short selling here, including in the Indian market. If you see that, see, look at the volume
Mm-hmm.
and look at the Y. See, every day the Y is maximum this limit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this point of time, this is the C big
Mm-hmm.
Y is the highest one of the recent
Yeah,
history,
that
or
was the planning. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
big planning. So normally, why I'm saying that, look at the why I am joining my hand with why I'm is pressing. Look at the RSI. RSI is below, definitely below 40. That means a very great position for the short selling. Y is up. When Y is up, and when suppose if you are trading something and if see the Y is also going up, we will join hand with them. We also become one of
Mm-hmm.
them and sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah,
similar,
yeah, yeah.
not that much big, and it is same thing in the recent fall also. If you see wherever two small correction happen, right? Look at this correction and this correction, and look at the OI data. See,
Mm-hmm.
normal days OI data is maximum. Sorry, if I draw this
Mm-hmm.
maybe blue line
Mm-hmm.
or purple line, see OI data is maximum here in the normal
Mm-hmm.
day. But if you look at the fall day, this is the Y data. So even price is falling up, rather than Y should be going down, it went up.
Mm-hmm. Means they are building these short positions.
How come? I mean, they are, because it's going falling, so they are simply just doing
Mm-hmm.
short selling.
Mm-hmm.
So in coming few days means that they can come any day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, that is my analysis. We
Mm-hmm.
can see on the top, if the price will again start doing this shooting, price will red,
Mm-hmm.
and Y will go up. Whenever you
Mm-hmm.
see that one, and RSI is below somewhere here,
Mm-hmm.
anything below 50, you start with anything below 50 or below 60, somewhere here. If RSI is coming down and Y is going up, price is also coming down, you join with hand with them and do the short selling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's very simple. I mean, not a too. I'm not complicating. At least for myself, I'm not complicating anything with the Bollinger Band or any other indicator. Just three, and so far it is working well. And even I have applied with all in the recent past from the big fall. OI,
Mm-hmm.
RSI, these are hourly charts. See, and I think I have just shown you. Look at this uh, price fall, Y up, RSI down, and
Mm-hmm.
from here to here, look at any like any day, it is the same pattern happening. Beyond that, I'm not claiming anything. Beyond that, I don't know. It was having some difference, but at least in the recent one, this is the thing. After this correction, these things will become. It might not be the same thing. It may be something different.
Okay, so it will be so. Okay. So yeah, yeah.
Right. This is whatever that I'm showing. This is not the forever thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But as per the logic that the position should be built and OI and RSI, it should
See,
be, yeah,
more or less same. So, but I'm saying that maybe after
yeah,
that,
yeah,
once,
yeah, it can change. Yes, definitely. Mm-hmm.
maybe not 100%, but there will be some correction, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I think we have exhausted more than enough. So, thank you
yeah,
for you all
yeah.
trusting me and maybe joining with me to listen to me. Maybe anybody having some last question we can discuss. Otherwise, we can meet sometime again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are all good. I mean,
Yeah.
Sachin, I think anyone? Thanks for your time, Sachin.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. See you all.
Yeah, thank you,
next
Sachin. Thanks a lot.
time. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Sachin.
Pleasure.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.